Great to see you.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks a million for coming here.
No worries. All good.
Getting out of your bed early on a Friday morning after a gig last night.
I know. I was very sensible after a Dublin
were you?
gig. Yeah.
Were you cursing
I was
us?
in bed by 10:30 last night. It never happens.
How did the gig go?
It was amazing. Yeah. Unbelievable crowd. Amazing energy. Everyone's singing along. It was awesome.
Of course, supporting the script as well, which you've done before.
Yeah. We did a US tour with them in 2017, and that was when we had no budget, and the only reason we could go is because they took our equipment in their truck, and we drove across America in a Chevy Suburban, which was quite an experience.
How things have changed.
I know, yeah.
I love to hear stories like that, because you hear of groups who are supporting an act somewhere, and they barely get to see them.
Oh, no, scripts are so lovely, and they were like, it's an open dressing room coming in. We went out for beers with them, and it was lovely. So I love that tour, and this tour is much the same, very, very lovely and inviting, and it's just a really nice place to be. All their crew are really lovely, so we're buzzing.
Okay, they're making sure you're all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're looking after us good and proper.
Now, you wrapped your solo European tour recently enough. What was it like being back on the road after 5 years?
So good. We hadn't been there since the pandemic, which, it was a massive break for us to not be in Europe, and it was so good to be back, and you could feel that energy in the crowds, and everyone seemed just buzzing to see the songs again and see the new set, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, look, we were going through some of your big hits just there. The new album it's incredible. First one in 5 years.
Yeah.
So stepping back into the studio.
Took me a minute to finish it, yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, what were you thinking of?
I had 22 years for the first one, if you think of it like that, you know what I mean? It actually did it way quicker.
But how did you, was it difficult for you to get back into the kind of swing of things? Because the pandemic really stymied people creatively and physically as well, because you're used to getting out, you're used to performing in front of a live audience, and that was kind of taken away.
I mean, all my songs are about the experiences I've had in my life, and when you're not having any experiences other than being stuck at home, I didn't think anybody would want to hear a song about being stuck at home while they're stuck at home. So I didn't go down that route. I think I threw away... I wrote 100 songs for this second album. I think I threw away at least 2 albums worth of material in the bin before I got to the point.
To do a Taylor Swift in it and just bash them all out.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But, I kind of rediscovered my love for music halfway through the process of writing this one with the McDonough brothers out in America. Yeah. And they helped me finish this second album, and it was just a joy working with them. It was great.
Okay, so you fell out of love with it?
I did, yeah. I just, too much of a good thing, maybe. I think I should have just taken the pandemic to sit in my pants and play on my Xbox, But instead, I started doing Zoom writing sessions and, spending 5 hours on Zoom trying to write a song with somebody who's out of time with you. You know what I mean? You can't even jam because there's the delay. It was no good. It's
just where my head goes. So you'd be sitting in your pants, but you'd still have your hat on.
I'll be.
Thanks, Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Be business on top.
Yeah.
Home on the bottom.
Okay. So what made you fall in love with the craft again?
Just the McDonough brothers, who are an amazing bunch of producers and writers, and I got the chance to go out to America to work with them. And they've got this incredible studio in their house, which is this kind of bachelor pad full of studios. There's 4 studios in there. And just going out and writing with them, and they kind of really helped me find the sound for the album. Amazing producers, and so fast. You'd be going from start the song that morning to having something that sounds like a finished record in the evening.
Oh, wow.
And crazy work ethic. We're getting into the studio at 11 in the morning, working till 3 a.m. every day, 7 days in a row.
Wow. Until it was done.
I couldn't keep up with them at first, honestly. I was like, how do they do this? In England, it's we'll get in the studio at 11, leave by 4, easy peasy.
I should go back to tomorrow and polish it out a bit. But what's the process for for you? I mean, I think anyone who can sit there with a guitar and sing a song and do it well, that's 99% of the struggle, and the process is done if you can write a good song and play it just like that.
Yeah.
The best songs in existence started that way.
Yeah, 100%. If you can just bash it out on a piano or a guitar and it still sounds great, you're on to a winner for sure. And I did write a lot of the album like that, but I was keen, especially with doing this script support tour, we're playing in arenas. I wanted the sound to be massive for this album, so that when we did get in the room, you can really feel how big the songs are. And I'd never really thought about that on the first album. I remember doing festival season and thinking, oh, these low low-tempo ballads are not really going down too well at Fezzy season. You know what I mean? The crowd's snoring away, and I was like, we need some excitement on this next album, something that's going to fill a room, fill an arena, fill a stadium. So that was kind of the thinking behind the production.
What song do you have in this album that excites you the most?
There's a song called Burn, which we've been doing live, which is like the raspiest, angriest vocal, and I've been getting this call and response thing with the crowd every night, getting the whole like arena to sing Burn, basically.
Yeah.
And, you know, kind of saying, like, this is for anyone who's got some deep-seated anger they need to get out of their system. Like, you can sing along with me.
Oh, it's like therapy going to see
It's
Tom
like
Walker
literally,
now.
exactly, yeah. Come on down for a therapy session. And that's been a real moment in the set.
Okay. The album, like you said, you write about life experiences.
Yeah.
And over the last 5 years, you've had quite a few.
Yeah.
Aside from the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, you know, ups, downs, all around. I got married to my incredible wife, which was one of the best moments of my life. That was really lovely. But, you know, me and my friends also, we lost one of our own, somebody really dear to us very unexpectedly, and didn't really expect to be dealing with grief at this age from one of your friends in your friendship group. Yeah. So I wrote a song about that, which is called Lifeline, which, you know, it was a difficult song to write, but I think it's got a really important message behind it. So, yeah, it's the ups and downs of life, this album.
Grief hits you in weird ways, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It's like you kind of think it's getting a bit better, and then see somebody in the street, it reminds you of that person. It brings you right back to that moment. And yeah, it's
Did you find it cathartic in any way writing it, or when you perform it, or is it still too raw?
It's hard to perform. I have been performing it on my tour. I thought I'd leave it out for the script support tour, you know, because it's just not my fan base. I didn't want people crying before the show. You know, it's fine if it's your own audience. But I think songwriting for me has always been therapy, and that's why I started doing it in the first place. It wasn't because I wanted to become a pop star. It's because I was writing about the things that, you know, either I loved in life, or that concerned me, or that made me sad, and that was my way of processing things, and that just kind of magically turned into a career somehow.
You just mentioned there that you pick your set according to whether you're touring solo or whether you're with the script or another act. So the people going in at the best of times, they bought the ticket to see the script.
Yeah, absolutely.
But surely to God, when they see Tom Walker's name on it, they want to get in there early, and they're even more eager to get their ticket.
I mean, so far, like the rooms have been by song 2, like really filled up, which has been incredible. And then people have been really singing along as well. Believe me, I've done some tough support slots in my time.
Oh, really?
This is not one of them. This is just absolutely lovely. We had the whole stadium singing "Just You and I" last night, which was an incredible
what a song.
And yeah, it's been brilliant. I'm so buzzing.
Like you have some set of pipes on you. My
Thank
God,
you very much.
I mean the strength of your voice, well, and the resonance. I mean, your lungs must be like we're talking about Pavarotti's. It must be the size of Pavarotti's to get that sort of volume out. I mean, we're looking at I listen to your voice. It reminds me a bit of Teddy Swims. That big, massive vocal sound. I mean,
that raspy
how
sound.
you banjaxed after it?
I'm all right, actually. I mean, we've been doing an hour and a half on our own tour. This is 45 minutes.
Actually, you're grand.
Yeah. So
it's
it
like
feels
the
like a bit
highlights.
of a break, honestly. It's lovely.
We saw shots of you. Were you giving out presents or prizes?
What we were doing is we were doing this kind of started by accident, because I was giving out vinyls by hiding them in the venue and leaving little clues. But then one night we forgot, so we're like, do you know what, we'll change it tonight. And we did like a dance competition, and that was so much more fun. So then we started doing that every night, and I was like, right, whoever dances the best, or, you know, is the best raver in the audience, is going to get a free vinyl. Go. Which was a real experience, so we got some real moments doing that.
So interactive, I like it.
Exactly, yeah. It's way cooler than the hiding the vinyl. I don't know why we didn't think of that first.
Okay.
Oh, God. The unexpected moments, though, in concerts that make the live experience so amazing.
100%. Yeah, there was last night there was a proposal in the audience.
What?
Yeah, which was really cool. I'd found out 5 minutes before the gig. A man called Douglas was proposing to his partner Mandy, who I'm pretty sure said yes, but she was on the upper balcony, so
hard to know.
But there was cheering coming from that section, so I think she said yes.
Okay, well,
she said yes.
Yeah, and then they had a good bop to Just You and I.
Yeah, well, then I got the whole crowd to turn around and sing it to them, which was like an amazing moment.
Oh,
yeah, it was really cool.
They
you
say
were romantic, you.
Yeah.
They say if you want to kind of kick back and enjoy royalties, either write a Christmas song or a great wedding song.
Yes, absolutely.
And you've got one of them.
I can confirm that that's true.
Holy Ghost, you wrote that?
I did, yeah, with McDonough Brothers, yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love song.
Yeah. How did your other half react to that?
Oh, she's bored of him now. Do you know what I mean?
Is she?
10 years together. I've written a lot of songs about her. You know, when we first got together, she was like, "About me, a song, amazing." Now she's like, "Oh, another one, nice."
Oh. Great. I'll just put it over
I've
here.
never written a song about me. She's so grateful.
She's probably on about 40 by now. Though. You know, the
well,
charm's
fair
probably
enough.
worn off. You know?
Okay. Well, that's at least 2 greatest hits albums.
Yeah. Exactly.
Of love
There's
songs.
many still to come later. Yeah.
All right. Tom, it's great to see you. It really
Pleasure.
is. Oh,
Thanks a million for joining us.
And you can enjoy the after party after tonight's gig.
Yeah.
I might save it till Saturday because you've got a day
Yeah.
off
Well,
the
there
day
is a
after
big.
that.
Yeah.
I won't go too crazy tonight. But I've got
Keep
my
the
wife
voice.
coming today, so I get to see
Oh,
her.
cool.
It's lovely.
Cool.
So,
Tell her you've written her another song.
Yeah.
You can stream Tom's new album, I Am, now on all major music streaming